I started noticing the light a few weeks after I moved in. I live in apartment 3B, the end of the hallway, third floor. Pretty quiet place. Half the units up here are empty, or at least they were when I moved in. But 3A, that's where it started. Every night I'd come home from work around 2 or 3 a.m., and there it was, light under the door. Same warm glow, always on. At first I just figured someone moved in, didn't think too much of it, except I never actually saw anyone go in or out. No footsteps, no door opening, no delivery guys, nothing. Just that light, always there. After a while it started to bug me, so I asked the landlord about it. He just looked at me like I was confused, said 3A was empty. It had been empty for a while. I told him about the light, and he kind of just laughed it off, said maybe it was a reflection from outside or something, but there aren't even any windows in that hallway. So yeah, that didn't really help. That's when I started paying closer attention, because the thing is, the light never changes. It didn't flicker, it didn't dim, didn't turn off for the day or anything normal like that. It was just always on, like it didn't care about time. One night I got home earlier than usual, around midnight. The hallway was darker than normal because one of the ceiling lights went out, and 3A stood out even more because of that. Same light under the door, same warm strip. This time it felt brighter. Not physically brighter, just heavier, I guess, like it was pushing out. When I started walking up closer, I noticed something weird. There was a shadow in the light under the door. It wasn't moving, it was just there, right in the middle of the gap, like something was standing behind the door. I stopped and stared at it for a bit, waiting to see if it would do something, but it didn't. So I said something stupid like, "Hello?" Nothing, no movement, no response. Then the shadow moved closer. Not away from the door, closer to it, like it was leaning in. And I don't know why, but I backed up immediately. Probably just my instincts. When I did, the shadow stopped, like it was waiting again. After that, I went inside my apartment and locked the door. I didn't really sleep that night. The next morning, I told the landlord about it again. This time he actually came with me. We stood outside 3A together. The light was still there, even in the daytime. He knocked, but there was nothing. Tried the handle, locked. He went to grab the master key from downstairs and told me to wait, so I just stood there in the hallway. And while I was waiting, the light changed. It didn't flicker, it just kind of shifted, like something inside moved. Then I saw the shadow again, but it wasn't centered anymore. It was off to the side this time, like whatever was casting it had changed position. I heard the landlord coming back up the stairs with his keys jingling. Right when he got to the hallway, the light under the door just shut off, instantly, like it was never on. He walked up and unlocked the door, opened it, went inside. I didn't follow him. I don't know why, I just didn't. A minute later, he called out that the room was empty. Completely empty, no furniture, no wiring, nothing. Just a bare room. He came back out and locked it again. Told me it was probably some kind of electrical issue. But even he didn't sound convinced. Neither was I. That was a few days ago, and the light in 3A hasn't come back on, but now I've got a different kind of problem. Last night when I got home, there was a light under my door, and I always turn everything off before I leave.